10 Most Impressive Monuments of Ancient Egypt. Travel video. Ancient Egypt, a civilization that thrived for more than 3,000 years along the life-giving banks of the Nile, continues to captivate the world with its monumental architecture, elaborate rituals, and unparalleled mastery of art, mathematics, and engineering. These structures are not merely buildings, they are enduring symbols of a culture that fused politics, religion, and cosmology into stone, aligning human ambition with the rhythms of the natural world and the cosmos. From colossal pyramids to intricately decorated temples, from obelisks that reach for the sky to statues that convey divine authority, each monument tells a story of power, devotion, and ingenuity. Walking among these sites is like stepping into a living museum, where every carving, column, and relief narrates centuries of human endeavor and spiritual aspiration. In this journey, we explore the 10 most impressive monuments of ancient Egypt, beginning with 5 iconic sites that reveal the depth, creativity, and enduring legacy of one of history's most remarkable civilizations. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Standing on the Giza Plateau, the Great Pyramid of Giza is perhaps the most recognizable symbol of human achievement in history. Built around 4,500 years ago as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, this pyramid originally soared to nearly 146 meters, holding the title of the tallest man-made structure in the world for nearly 3,800 years. Its construction required extraordinary precision. Over 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing between 2 and 15 tons, were transported, cut, and meticulously placed without modern machinery. The scholars still debate the methods, but the result is a monument perfectly aligned with the cardinal points, incorporating complex internal chambers and shafts designed for spiritual and astronomical purposes. Beyond its engineering, the Great Pyramid was a symbol of the pharaoh's divine authority, a bridge between the mortal and the eternal, and a carefully designed conduit for the soul's journey into the afterlife. The pyramid's scale and alignment reflect sophisticated knowledge of geometry, mathematics, and astronomy, allowing light to penetrate passageways on solstices in ways that demonstrate ritual awareness. Walking around the Great Pyramid, one can almost sense the labor of tens of thousands of workers, the devotion of priests, and the ambition of a ruler determined to assert immortality through stone. It is a structure where human ingenuity meets divine purpose, leaving visitors in awe of the civilization that dared to reach for the sky. The Great Sphinx, Giza nearby. The Great Sphinx of Giza rises as a sentinel carved from a single limestone ridge, blending the body of a lion with the face of Pharaoh Khafre. Measuring 73 meters in length and 20 meters in height, the Sphinx has weathered thousands of years, sandstorms, and human curiosity, yet it continues to guard the plateau with an enigmatic presence. Its symbolism is profound. The lion represents strength and power, while the human head conveys intelligence and authority, combining to reflect the divine kingship of the pharaoh. Imagine approaching the Sphinx, feeling dwarfed by its sheer scale, and noticing the subtle carvings around its paws and base that once framed ceremonial offerings. The Sphinx aligns with the rising sun, connecting it to solar worship, and was likely part of a larger complex of temples and causeways that celebrated the pharaoh's connection to the gods. Over centuries, the missing nose and other erosion have sparked countless myths and speculations, adding to its allure. Visitors cannot help but feel a sense of mystery and reverence, standing before a figure that seems alive with purpose, simultaneously guarding, observing, and inspiring contemplation of the ambition and spirituality of ancient Egypt. Temple of Karnak, Luxor. Moving to the eastern bank of the Nile, in Luxor, the Temple of Karnak stands as one of the largest religious complexes ever built, dedicated primarily to the god Amun-Ra. The construction of Karnak spanned more than 1,500 years, with contributions from over 30 pharaohs, resulting in an intricate network of temples, pylons, obelisks, and courtyards that collectively form a city of worship. Entering the temple along the Avenue of Sphinxes, one is struck by the hypostyle hall, containing 134 massive columns, each intricately carved with hieroglyphs celebrating pharaohs, gods, and victories in battle. Imagine walking beneath these soaring columns, feeling dwarfed by the scale while tracing inscriptions that record centuries of dynastic history. Karnak was more than a temple. It was a center of knowledge, ritual, and astronomical observation. Its alignment with solstices and celestial events reveals a sophisticated understanding of the heavens, and while its water channels and ceremonial spaces reflect advanced urban planning. The sheer magnitude of Karnak communicates power and devotion simultaneously. It is both an architectural marvel and a spiritual epicenter where politics, religion, and community intertwined to create a lasting legacy. Visitors walking through Karnak can almost hear echoes of ceremonial chants, processions, and rituals that filled the temple with life, offering an immersive experience into the heart of Egyptian culture. Luxor Temple. Across from Karnak, on the Nile's eastern bank lies the Luxor Temple, primarily built by Amenhotep III and later expanded by Ramses II. Unlike Karnak, Luxor Temple was not a burial site, but a ceremonial center, closely tied to the pharaoh's divine role and the rejuvenation of kingship. Imagine walking beneath massive pylons, or entering colonnades adorned with reliefs depicting the pharaoh performing sacred rites, offering gifts to gods, and celebrating military victories. Luxor Temple played a central role in the annual Opet Festival, during which statues of gods were carried from Karnak to Luxor, symbolically renewing the pharaoh's divine mandate. The temple's architecture, while less sprawling than Karnak, is equally impressive, with precise alignment and thoughtful design emphasizing symmetry, cosmic symbolism, and ceremonial function. Every carving and statue communicates power, piety, and cosmic order, making the temple both a place of worship and a statement of political authority. Walking through Luxor Temple today, visitors sense the layers of history, the echo of festivals, and the deliberate integration of art, religion, and governance, understanding how ancient Egyptians embedded meaning into every stone of their sacred spaces. Abu Simbel Temples. Finally, in southern Egypt near the Sudanese border, the Abu Simbel temples rise dramatically from the cliffs of Nubia, carved during the reign of Pharaoh Ramses II in the 13th century BCE. These twin temples were relocated in the 1960s to avoid being submerged by the creation of Lake Nasser, a testament to their enduring cultural significance. The larger temple, dedicated to Ramses II himself, features 4 colossal statues over 20 meters tall at its entrance, representing the pharaoh's power and divine association. Inside, statues of gods and Ramses line the sanctuary, illuminated twice a year by the rising sun in a phenomenon known as the solar alignment, highlighting Ramses and the deities in a display of cosmic precision. The smaller temple, dedicated to the goddess Hathor and Ramses' queen Nefertari, mirrors the larger temple's grandeur with detailed reliefs and statues, emphasizing both devotion and artistic mastery. The engineering, scale, and precision required to carve these temples into solid rock illustrate a civilization capable of combining artistry, astronomy, and political propaganda into monumental works. Walking up to Abu Simbel, one feels the weight of history, the ambition of a ruler, and the skill of artisans who translated human vision into stone, creating monuments that continue to inspire awe and admiration millennia later. Philae Temple, Aswan. Nestled on Agilkia Island near Aswan, the Philae Temple complex is a breathtaking tribute to the goddess Isis, reflecting centuries of religious devotion and architectural brilliance. Originally located on Philae Island, the temples were relocated in the 1960s to protect them from the rising waters of the Nile caused by the Aswan High Dam, an extraordinary feat of modern engineering that preserved millennia of history. Walking through the main temple, one encounters towering pylons and intricately carved reliefs that illustrate mythological tales, rituals, and royal devotion. The temple's alignment and design are intimately tied to the Nile's cycles and solar patterns, emphasizing the Egyptians' deep understanding of natural rhythms and celestial events. Inside, reliefs depict pharaohs offering homage to Isis, celebrating divine authority and the promise of the afterlife, while hieroglyphs record the historical and religious significance of each chamber. Visitors today can glide along the surrounding waters, feeling the calm juxtaposed with the monumental stonework, imagining priests performing rituals by candlelight, and the island alive with festivals. Philae is not just a temple, it is a testament to resilience, spirituality, and the harmonious integration of architecture with landscape, a living legacy of the Nile's sacred shores. Saqqara Step Pyramid. Moving north to the desert edge near Memphis, the Step Pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara is considered the first colossal stone building in Egypt and the earliest monumental pyramid. Designed by the architect Imhotep, over 4,600 years ago, this pyramid represents a revolutionary leap from traditional mastaba tombs to a terraced, step-like structure symbolizing ascent to the divine. Imagine approaching the complex, where the pyramid rises in a series of 6 diminishing steps, creating a stairway connecting the mortal realm to the afterlife. Surrounding the pyramid is an extensive enclosure with ceremonial courtyards, chapels, and galleries, each adorned with detailed reliefs and statues, reflecting Imhotep's genius in both functionality and symbolism. The Step Pyramid marks the beginning of Egypt's monumental pyramid era, setting a template that would culminate in the Great Pyramid of Giza. Walking through Saqqara, one can almost sense the innovation and ambition that defined the Old Kingdom, imagining workers, priests, and Pharaoh Djoser himself witnessing the birth of a new architectural tradition that would echo through millennia. Temple of Hatshepsut, Deir el-Bahari. The Temple of Hatshepsut, located at Deir el-Bahari near the Valley of the Kings, is a striking example of architectural elegance and royal propaganda. Built for Pharaoh Hatshepsut, one of the few female rulers of ancient Egypt, the temple features terraced colonnades rising from the desert floor, blending seamlessly into the cliffs behind it. Imagine walking along ramps leading to multiple levels, each adorned with reliefs depicting Hatshepsut's divine birth, trading expeditions to Punt, and devotion to Amun-Ra. The temple's architecture reflects both practical and ceremonial purpose, providing spaces for rituals, offerings, and celebration of royal authority. Hatshepsut's choice to depict herself in traditional male regalia alongside divine figures speaks to the careful political messaging embedded in every relief and column. Visitors today experience a harmonious balance of natural landscape and human design, where the cliffs echo the temple's terraces and the desert sun casts shadows that animate the stone in a dynamic display. Hatshepsut's temple is more than a monument. It is a statement of vision, power, and innovation, highlighting a ruler's ability to shape history through architecture and art. Abu Sir Pyramids. In the Abu Sir necropolis near Cairo, the Abu Sir pyramids reflect the evolution of pyramid construction during Egypt's 5th dynasty. Smaller than the Great Pyramid, these pyramids were nonetheless monumental undertakings, serving as royal tombs and ceremonial centers. Each pyramid is accompanied by mortuary temples, causeways, and subsidiary tombs for queens and high officials, revealing the social and religious organization of the time. Walking among the Abu Sir pyramids, one notices the shift in architectural style from the precise, grand scale of Giza to more experimental layouts and innovative use of materials, reflecting changes in political priorities and religious beliefs. Reliefs and inscriptions document offerings to the gods, emphasizing the continued integration of religion, royal authority, and funerary practices. These pyramids provide insight into a period of refinement and adaptation, showing how successive generations of rulers interpreted monumental construction to serve spiritual and political purposes. Visiting Abu Sir gives travelers a sense of the broader pyramid landscape, allowing appreciation for both the iconic grandeur of Giza and the nuanced development of royal necropolises across Egypt. Colossi of Memnon. Finally, on the west bank of Luxor, the Colossi of Memnon rise as twin monolithic statues of Pharaoh Amenhotep III, each standing 18 meters tall and carved from single blocks of quartzite sandstone. These statues once guarded the entrance to a massive mortuary temple, now mostly destroyed by earthquakes, floods, and time. Imagine standing before these towering figures, their sheer scale dwarfing the surrounding landscape, feeling the weight of history and the ambition of a ruler who sought to immortalize his presence. In antiquity, the northern statue was famed for producing a singing sound at dawn, a phenomenon that fascinated both Egyptians and Greek travelers, blending natural forces with human monumentality. The colossi exemplify the Egyptian skill in quarrying, transporting, and carving massive stone blocks, as well as their ability to convey authority, spirituality, and artistic vision through sculpture. Today, visitors marvel at their enduring presence, understanding that even in the absence of the surrounding temple, these statues communicate the grandeur, piety, and technical mastery of an empire that defined human history. Every temple, pyramid, and statue tells a story of vision, ambition, and connection between the earthly and the divine, offering lessons in resilience, creativity, and the enduring power of human expression. For travelers and history enthusiasts alike, these 10 monuments provide an unparalleled experience, a living testament to the brilliance of ancient Egypt, and a reminder that human achievement, when inspired by vision and devotion, can echo across millennia.